Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be comparing my newer PC and its hardware to my older PC and its hardware, and we'll be putting them face to face. Well, not face to face, but we'll be comparing them in Battlefield 6 Redsec and CS2. So Battlefield 6 I'll be running 1080p on the medium preset. No ray tracing, no upscaling, no sharpening, none of that, just raw performance, 1080p on both PCs. And for CS2 we'll be running 1080p at the very high preset. And so let's get into it. And so moving on, as we can see, so the GTX 1060 is now officially 10 years old, as it was released in 2016, and in 2016 the 3GB variant went for $250 and the 6GB variant went for $300. Keep in mind, I have, if I'm being specific, I have the EVGA GTX 1060 ACX 2.0 non-SC, unfortunately. So ACX 2.0 I believe means that it's the single fan variant, which surprisingly temp-wise, as you all see in the benchmarks, it really performed very good. And so this is the hardware that started it all. My interest into PC building and becoming a PC enthusiast. This is what kickstarted it. It is very messy, please do mind. But yeah, this is my current build, my current rig, and just tried to kind of keep it clean, keep it basic, and not too flashy. So yeah, let's get into the details. So the GTX 1060 with the Ryzen 5 5500 genuinely performed really good. And so I noticed it was achieving anywhere from 55 to around 70 FPS at times. And so this is also at the medium preset, no upscaling, no sharpening, just raw performance and quality, and just really kind of being very brutal and I guess rough with it, because I kind of feel sure, I mean, anyone can go experience and work around with ray tracing and DLSS and DLAA and all that, but I'm just here to show you the raw performance. And so moving on to my PC, so I have noticed that oddly enough the GPU temps, so the 1060 and the 4060, their temps are quite similar at times and in most of the benchmarks. And so moving on, let's get into the details. So FPS wise, I pretty much was constant at anywhere from 100 to 120 FPS, but mostly was stable from 100 to 110 to 115 FPS. And so I gotta say I'm quite happy with that, as I was actually expecting quite a lot less from my PC, as I have been having issues with Windows and my performance. So that's Battlefield 6. Please do drop a like, drop a comment if y'all have any other suggestions or any other games you'd like to see. And let's move on to CS2. So moving on to CS2, unfortunately I was unable to use the MSI Afterburn overlay for this, but we are starting off with the 1060 and Ryzen 5 5500. Once again, the 1060 really surprised me with its performance. As mentioned in the start of the clip, I couldn't get MSI Afterburner's overlay to work while running the benchmark in CS2, as I believe it has something to do with the anti-cheat, and so I didn't want to risk anything, or at least I just don't know how to yet, as I kind of just threw these together. But with the 1060 at the very high preset, expect anywhere from 50 to upwards of 70 FPS, depending on your scene, your map, and obviously your, I guess, manufacture of the GPU, as well as some might be clocked higher as others, and some might come with a GDDR5X instead of the normal GDDR5 VRAM. And so here we start off with the Ryzen 5 5500 and the 4060 at same settings, very high preset. And so I was, as I said in the previous Battlefield 6 clip, I am at times expecting my PC to underperform. Whereas, for example, here I kind of don't know what to expect performance-wise, as I very rarely play CS2, as my friend group is constantly switching up and finding new games. But besides that, FPS was very stable and no stuttering during the benchmarks. So with my specs, if you do have similar specs, expect anywhere from 120 to almost 200 FPS, depending on your situation and your exact RAM and setup, obviously. So this part of the video, just special thanks to those that have supported me all the years, such as my mom, my dad, you know, just family, friends. Shout out to Niku, my one homie. And so thanks for those that are still watching, and I really do appreciate every one of y'all. And drop a like if you're actually still at this section of the video. You don't have to, but it really just shows me that y'all genuinely do appreciate my content and genuinely want to support me. And so moving on, this part of this section of the video is just a little more about me. So I'm Sean, turned 18 the 14th of November last year, and have decided to commit to YouTube this year and just push myself and push new boundaries and kind of get outside of my comfort zone. And so I made a deal with myself. If we reach, let's say, 100 subs by, let's not set a date. If we reach 100 subs by, let's see, March, I'll start doing, you know, content with my actual face in it. You know, not just this anonymous, faceless content with just a simple voice behind it. And so my whole PC experience started about 3 years ago when, as we all did as kids, not all of us, but most of us watching this right now at least, kind of tinkered around and experimented and googled using my parents' laptop, and actually tried, I think it was like an i5 3rd gen or something with like 4 gigs of DDR3L RAM or whatever, and tried playing Fortnite on that. So of course it would not run, not even in my best dreams. Probably today it would actually. I should probably try that. If y'all want me to actually try running Fortnite on like an i5 4th gen laptop with like 16 gigs of DDR, hell knows what RAM, just drop a comment, drop a like, because I actually do have a laptop laying in my closet. And so I also have an i5 2400 PC and quite a few others, but that's kind of getting out of hand. So my physical hands-on experience started about 2 years ago. And so I believe my first GPU was a Quadro K620. And then I kind of started experimenting with it, and I kind of got an itch that I couldn't scratch. And so what happened is I ended up messing with the BIOS, tweaked a bunch of things, and got it boosting quite stupidly high. I raised the fan speed from like, I think default was like, I think 4,000 RPM or 3,900 RPM to, I raised it around, I think to 4,500 to 4,000 RPM. And so that was the, I guess, idle RPM. But the max RPM I raised from, I think it was 5,900 RPM. Yeah, 5,900. And so I raised that to 7,000 just out of pure boredom. And then shortly after that, I got my EVGA GTX 1063 gig, and then it ran into issues, and then the seller thankfully was nice enough to let me return it. So I returned it, and then later on got my current 1060, which is a EVGA GTX 1066 gig variant. But if you have any more questions, I'll definitely drop that below in the comments, as I don't want to make this video too long and keep on yapping and bore you all. And so thanks for those that kept watching till now, really do appreciate it, and see you on the next one. Peace.